someone does not think you're serious about going no contact with them. So someone's trying to push you to get you to communicate with them, because this person doesn't think that you actually mean it. They don't think that you're serious about not communicating with them, okay? We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Hierophant coming through. We have the Emperor. This person's freaking out. They're really scared, and they're really worried, because you've left an energy of silence in this person's life. And because you've left an energy of silence in this person's life, right, this person has no choice but to confront their insecurities and their wounds and their deepest, darkest fears. Now, they want you. They want you. They want you more than their fears and their insecurities. But they were testing the limits, because when they had a relationship with you, or it was commitment, they could kind of hold on to their ego and their pride, but they could also hold on to you. So there was this energy where this person was still giving you negative coping mechanisms, maybe through conflict or arguments or fighting or being mean or cruel towards you. But now what's happening is the silence is really crushing this person's self-esteem, because not only do they have to deal with not having the one thing that they want, but now it's a choice. Because now this person has to choose between growing and healing or losing you. And they're very conflicted, all right? I feel like they're even responding to you being mad at you. But there is this energy where they don't think that you're serious. And that's because they're not used to not getting what they want, you know? So they don't think that you're serious. So they're trying to test the limits. They're trying to test the boundaries. They're trying to get you to reach out to them. Maybe they're threatening you with abandonment and rejection. But if they are threatening with you with abandonment and rejection here, it's only because they love you with the King of Cups, okay? It's only because they're so scared that you have the control now. You have the power now. They can't even hold on to their ego and their pride. Because by you going no contact with this person, it's changed this person's perspective. It has made this person freak out. They are quite literally freaking out, because now they're left with all of these choices and all of these decisions, and they can't run away anymore. They can't run away anymore. See, by you going no contact with this person, they cannot run away anymore. And they're really, really scared, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords. They're trying. The Four of Pentacles, they're trying. Because it's all they know. It's what's familiar to them. They're trying to resort back to old patterns. But they don't think that you're serious about going no contact. Not because they don't believe you, but because they don't think that it's going to last. Because they think that you're going to cave first. Because they're remembering all of the words that you've told this person, right? They're remembering all the things that you've said to them, like, I can't lose you, or I love you. And they're holding on to everything that you've said from the past. So they think this is just you overreacting, and they think you're going to come around, okay? But what they're not realizing with this is that you are so strong. You've been through this situation multiple times where you've chosen yourself. And I feel like this person hasn't had that yet. I don't feel like they've had a situation where they've had to choose themselves. So they can't relate to you on an emotional or mental strength energy, because they haven't had the same situation. Therefore, they can't relate to you about how you're actually feeling. But the thing is, they're the ones that feel trapped. They're the ones that love you. They're the ones that need you here. And you love this person as well. But they're the ones that are trapped. They're the ones that are having difficulty moving forward. They're the ones that are freaking out about the fact that you've gone no contact with them. They're trying to compete with you. This person's trying to compete with you because they can't actually let go and move forward from you, but they feel like you can. So they're trying to compete with you by showing you how well they're doing in their life since you left, okay? But it's like they're forcing it. They're trying so hard to be noticed or be seen by you, and you're not. You're not trying to be seen or noticed by this person, because the happiness and the success that you actually have is real and is valid. Whereas this person doesn't feel like they have the same amount of success and happiness in their life since you left, okay? So there is this energy where they're trying to force everything like really, really quickly. They're trying to find another relationship or another job or something that's successful to beat you. But the reason why they feel like they want to beat you or compete with you is because they're having such a difficult time moving on from you because they can't put up boundaries now in response to your success. See, I feel like this person wanted you to break because there is this energy where they wanted to feel like you needed them and you were going to come crawling back to them. But rather than actually do that, there is this feeling where you've actually believed in yourself and loved yourself unconditionally through this whole process. And this person can't handle that because they can't love themselves unconditionally. All right. There was always this feeling when you were with this person, they were always going to be worried about you having the ability to move on from them first, even though they never said it. Okay. So they always tried to have that energy of a boundary up. All right. And this person's whole identity when it comes to moving on from people or leaving people is to put up a boundary here, pretend they never existed, or put up a boundary and try and just forget what happened. Okay. They can't do that with you. They can't do that with you because not only are you not watching this person, or you're not doing this to actually get a reaction or a response out of this person, you're doing this because now you have the ability to actually focus on yourself because there's no distraction from this person's energy, but there's no negative energy from this person. So you're fully actually able to now see yourself and focus on yourself in a way you weren't before. And they know that. So this person's pissed off at you because you're doing so well without them. But they're also pissed off because they can't move on from you, because they can't put up a boundary. Okay. They feel like they need to put up a boundary more than ever now when it comes to you because they can't stop noticing you. Like they can't stop watching you and seeing how well you're doing, or seeing you glowing up, or seeing you having all of this happiness. And they're confused because now they feel abandoned. They feel rejected because they're wondering and they're questioning if you ever felt something for them, because they're wondering how quickly you're able to move on from them. But what it is that it's actually this person seeing everything you're doing from their perspective. And there is this feeling this person now has to come to the conclusion of what they're doing is wrong with putting up a boundary, okay? Because now they're seeing the real effects of how it causes them this energy of feeling like you didn't ever love them because you have the ability to move on from them so quickly, or what they think is happening. So now they're seeing all of the karma of what they've done to you, but all of the karma about what they've also done to everybody else here with this energy. Someone keeps watching you. Someone keeps watching you and pretends they're not watching you. This might be an energy where they click on your story or something that actually gets them noticed by you, but they're pretending that they're not watching you. And I feel like the reason why they're pretending they're not watching you is because this person is mad at you. They're mad at you. They're either mad at you because you let them go, or they're mad at you because they walked away. But they're mad at you because they miss you and they don't have you. And with the Queen of Wands, they can't help but stare at you or notice you or watch you. All right. It does, the Justice and the Moon, it does feel like there might have been an energy of hurt when it came to secrecy. There's something about with the Judgment, you were forced to make a choice or a decision, but you had to do it really quickly because there was an energy of secrecy from this person with the Moon. So I feel like you were forced to really make a choice or a decision very quickly. And this person didn't want you to make the choice and the decision that you did because the energy of truth with this person, there was actually more stuff that you were aware of, but you acted upon the secrecy side of things because this is an energy where you felt hurt and you felt pain. So you chose yourself with making a choice or a decision, and this person didn't like this. And that's possibly one of the reasons why they're mad and they're angry at you, because they did want an opportunity with you with the Ace of Wands because they love you. This person loves you with the Lovers. They love you. It took a huge toll on them that you made the wrong choice. But I feel like they didn't communicate with you that you made the wrong choice. They just got upset, angry, and put up boundaries with the Nine of Wands and got really cold towards you and really mean and angry and aggro at you. So they didn't actually communicate to you that they were unhappy about the fact that you didn't choose a relationship with them because they did want one. But what it was is at the time this person felt abandoned and rejected, that you made the wrong choice for them. So they felt unsafe. So they didn't want to be emotionally vulnerable because they felt rejected and abandoned by you. So they can't control their emotions because they're feeling abandoned and rejected. And it's one of the reasons why they're mad, they're angry at you. But it's one of the reasons why they're also watching you and they don't want you to notice. Yeah, see the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. This person is missing you. But they're also going back and missing what they should have said to you. I'm almost getting these words. I miss the feeling of when I felt like I still had you, or I miss the feeling of when I had the potential to make this right. It's like this person keeps saying this over and over in their head. I miss the ability to turn this around. I miss the potential that I still had, that I could save this. And that's what this person is doing, like over and over, okay? But I really feel like it's a communication thing. They keep going over. Yeah, see the Four of Cups, there's the rejection. There's the abandonment from this person. They're feeling it. They're really, really feeling it. All of this pain with the Three of Swords coming through. This person is really missing you, but they're having to put up a boundary because they are so scared of being emotionally vulnerable because they feel rejected and abandoned by you right now. But I also get this energy that they're not going to stop watching you. They're not going to stop noticing you. They're not going to stop seeing what you're up to or seeing what you're doing because they're still trying to get themselves to that point where they still want to make a move, where they still want to communicate with you moving forward here. It is destroying someone. It is absolutely destroying someone, seeing you being with somebody else. Okay, now this person can say they're completely fine and they're completely cool, but the only reason why they're saying that they're cool and they're fine is because they're trying to be detached from you. Okay, but they're not doing well, but they think that because they're detached from you, it means they've moved on from you. But they haven't. With the World being in the reversal, with the Empress coming through, this person thinks that moving on from you means they're with someone else. Or this person thinks that moving on from you means that they're successful and they're accomplished and they're achieving stuff without you in their life. But this isn't true because this person needs you. There are moments in this person's life where they look to you. They look to reflect on you when you were there for them, and they don't have that anymore. They don't have that sense of feeling loved by you. And it makes this person realize that they're slowly realizing what they've lost over time, because they're slowly realizing everything you contributed to their life. So this person thought that moving on from you meant they didn't have any feelings, they weren't attached, they didn't have any love for you. But what's happening in this person's heart is that they're slowly actually falling for you all over again, because what's happening is because they don't have the qualities, they don't have the characteristics that they actually fell in love with to begin with, because they don't have them anymore, it's reminding this person of how they felt when they had them. And that's happening through the silence and the absence and the distance of not actually having you. So what's happening is this person is actually falling for you all over again. And they didn't realize it. They didn't think that they would, because they based everything on moving on from you with the fact they were with someone else, or the fact they were able to move on to someone else so quickly, or the fact that they're doing so well in their job or their career or their money. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything, because this person, when they start to feel that they actually need you and they miss you because of what you brought to their life and what you contributed to them, that's when this person reminds themselves that it doesn't matter necessarily what they think they felt about you. What matters is how much they needed you and actually depended on you. And they took that for advantage because they didn't think that thinking about you in that perspective would matter, because they based everything on their emotions for you. But what they failed to see is everything that you brought to their life and everything that you brought to the relationship and the connection. And that's love. That's what mattered. But this person based everything on how they think they felt about you, but not in the opposite way. And now this person is looking at the connection and the relationship from a different perspective. They are missing all of the aspects that you brought to their life. Okay. And it's reminding this person of all of the reasons why they fell for you in the first place here, because they no longer have the energies.